Rahul Verma, how do you read this? You know, when ahead of a general election, the government in power says, we're not only going to talk about what we've done, we're also going to demolish what you didn't do or what you did in the 10 years you were in power. Do you see this as part of the Modi government completely seeking to discredit the Manmohan Singh government?
Of course, see, all political parties try to build their positive image on their own work and also try to capitalize on the negative image. In some ways, Manmohan Singh government's last few years were seen as very negative, right? And this is one advantage Prime Minister Modi has carried, which is why, while being incumbent, he continues to play opposition.
Okay, I want to come to the question on unemployment. And here, 54% of the respondents think that unemployment is a very serious issue, not serious plus very serious. 54% say unemployment in the way that it is currently is a very serious issue. 17% say it is a somewhat serious issue. Not very serious is only 5. Not serious at all is 4. Not concerned is 12. So only 21% say it's not serious. The other part of the respondents in this poll say that it is a very serious or somewhat serious issue. Raj Chingappa, if 54% say the unemployment situation in the country at this moment is very serious, somehow it doesn't seem to add to massive anti-incumbency. That's an alarming number. Half the respondents in your poll are saying they're very concerned that unemployment is at very serious levels.
And may I just add, Mr. Chengappa, 54% say very serious, 17% say somewhat serious. Add the two, 71%, 7 out of 10 voters have a concern over unemployment.
There are two issues in this. One is that if I was the BJP, I'd be very worried by these figures, because as it's seen in the failures of Modi government question earlier, the economic issues added up to 54. That was unemployment, price rise, as well as economic growth. This finding reiterates that perception that people are unhappy by the way the unemployment situation has happened. As you go down the economic questions, you'll see that. Now, the real issue is there is a dichotomy that happens. On one side, if you ask how does Modi government perform on handle the economy, you'll find that there's plenty of support of it. So how do you explain this paradox where you have two of the most potent electoral issues where he gets a thumbs down, and yet his numbers seem to be doing well on that front? One, as we pointed out earlier, they think that he is doing his best and in a very difficult situation, and there's been a COVID pandemic, so he doesn't get the full blame for inflation and everything else, because there are global issues that are doing it. Two, they still think that they trust him to handle the economy because the opposition hasn't come up with convincing narrative to down it.
And let Salman Soz respond to it, that 54% say the unemployment situation is very serious, yet they don't think that you can fix the problem. They acknowledge the problem, and yet they think that Prime Minister Modi and the BJP are best suited to solve it.
Well, first of all, the people should know what kind of solutions the Prime Minister and the BJP have. None whatsoever. They don't talk about it. They don't deal with it. There is no strategy for dealing with it. And the only thing that I've seen from this government, by the way, is all this talk of we're doing heavy capital expenditures, big infrastructure. That is what they keep talking about. They keep harping on it. And I think that is exactly the wrong thing for India to do. You're taking scarce public resources because your investment numbers are not up. By the way, you may be interested to know, without investment, you cannot have jobs. And by the way, the investment ratio under the Modi government, the best that they've done is worse than the lowest under the Manmohan Singh government. Think about it. The investment ratios are so low. So you cannot hope to create jobs unless you actually invest in micro, small, and medium enterprises. You've got to focus attention on that. On the one hand, you have to have, by the way, the government doesn't really talk much about, you need education, you need skill development, you need employability. And then on the other side, you need entrepreneurship, small entrepreneurship. You want big job numbers? Go small. They're doing the exact opposite thing. They're going big. And that big thing, I know why they're doing it. They're doing it because They think the big corporates, they can grow the economy and India will look good and all that. No, it doesn't work like that. That may benefit the BJP through electoral bonds and other things, but it is bad for India. Let the corporates deal with their, the corporates can take care of themselves. They don't need anything from the Modi government, except what they need is, a kind of a steady economy, no uncertainty.
Mr. Soos, we have a number of guests today. We've got lots of graphics to go. I know you feel strongly about it, but I will ask all my panelists, including Sanju Verma, who's dying to weigh in, to keep their interjections relatively short.
She hasn't even started and you're keeping her short.
I'll tell you why. Because it's very interesting, Sanju Verma. Your government has brought out this white paper. The white paper does not contain the word unemployment anywhere in it. It's almost as if you decided things that the government should be worried about are not in the white paper. Let's paint a rosy picture of the last 10 years and a horrible picture of 2004 to 2014. Why is the word unemployment not even mentioned, not even by one word, in a large document on the state of the economy?
Okay, that's a lengthy question. And I'm not dying to weigh in, I'm very keen to weigh in. Let me rephrase what you said. Now let me give you some hard numbers. I'm not somebody who says, oh, I believe when India Today says that the BJP will win 303 or 304 standalone, 335 with allies, but Sanju Verma will sit here and debunk what the India Today survey says about the economy. But I disagree, and disagree very strongly with you on a couple of facts. And when I say you, I mean, the survey that you've carried out on the economy. Now, listen very carefully, and I think your audience needs to know this. I've written on this exhaustively, and I've spoken on this equally exhaustively. First, let us look at the EPF and ESIC data. The EPF captures any factory or establishment which employs 20 or more people, and the ESIC captures any factory or establishment which employs 10 or more people. Now, people say that, EPF and ESIC data is not accurate because people become subscribers even though they do not receive a paycheck. Fine, we will deal with that. Just bear with me for 20 seconds. Now, combined EPF and ESIC, on an average, in the last 10 years, the monthly addition has been 2.8 million, 28 lakh subscribers, which means every single year, 3.36 crore subscribers, which means in the last 10 years, 33.6 crore subscribers, round that off to 34 crore subscribers. Now it is true that all these 34 crore subscribers are not new subscribers. There could be duplication. I take that into account, and the data says that 63% only of this 34 crore subscribers are new subscribers who got employed for the first time in the age bracket of 18 to 25 years. So assuming a conversion rate of only 63%,